Honest, sir. What do you want to do?
I get to come back and go.
Mm.
I say they have closed
Today,
yesterday.
okay.
So I was
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to class. Trust our night was great. Please, as we are joining, let us mute our microphone as we wait for the lecturer. Thank you.
Good morning.
A country of part of the culture. Baby, when san. Shungumba me. Oh, why am she a moshi? Sorry. Oh, she. Sehemu miaka moja na Kenya wama bebishone maya kwa hiyo nyum shugala ye baka ma wendo yema okay kama utwe kwa mamu ya utwele kama yo kwa kama mashe rofa kawa da yaka shungwe yo na yiro na she but me ya yo kanka nye ba do na eji mo yo se nye ba do na eji mo yo kwa kawa utwe kwa ne kpekpe ya tiba gbapo na hide he
Hello, Stella and Gufan. Gufan,
Yes,
Stella,
ma.
mommy ya yoga. Me ya yoga.
Let me mute my phone. Network.
Hello, class. Good morning once again. Please let us stay tuned. He's coming very soon. I just chatted him up and he said we should hold on a while. He will join us soon.
Yeah, they go that from Mr. Tim. That Rose. Eh, no. You don't see him. You should have come back.
Different city.
Okay, very good. To bad one. Dom, tortive in the park.
She never also her number.
Is she supposed to come?
She's supposed to come.
Okay. Tayi.
So they do, I don't know what happened.
Papa.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good
Good morning,
morning.
sir. Good morning, sir. Welcome to class, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience.
Good morning, sir.
You know, this is yes. This is a
Was
new technology, so we have to be patient with ourselves. Who is talking there? Ahmed, unmute yourself. Ahmed, if you can hear me, unmute yourself. Can everyone hear me? Just show by waving. Good morning, class. If you can hear me, just wave. Yes, Elizabeth
good morning,
has
sir.
waved. Joseph Odu, who is waving me. Who again is waving? How about Precious? Yeah,
Yes, good
Elizabeth,
morning,
I've
sir.
seen your hand. Good morning. So, just three of you. Okay, I've seen Chidima, Nani, Joseph. Nani, Joseph, I saw you, but okay, you have waved. No, yes, Nani has waved. Who again? Just three of you. Or the rest are still waiting for me. Tell them that I'm here already. Then the Amos. I expect you to wave me. We should give an indication that you're already in the class. So is that much that we have? I can see Nani, okay, Abito Stella, or is it the same style of yesterday? You just Obu something. I can see your hand waving me. I want to be sure. I want to be sure that we're on the same page. Or Henna Dosu. I've not seen your hands. You need to wave me as an indication of greeting. Or Henna Dosu Stella. Elizabeth, I guess you can hear me. Chidima. Chidima, did you wave me?
Sir. We can hear
Yes,
You can
I
hear me,
did.
isn't it?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Chidima, you waved. Okay. So who is left to wave? Dende. Is Dende there? It's like Dende is muted. He has not waved. Okay. Let us proceed. Maybe they will join us. Can you see my slides?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. We can, sir.
Yes,
You can see the slide. You can see the slide.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very well. So just a recap of what happened yesterday. Apologies again for the internet problem. Who is this that is disturbing the class? Please mute your mic. Is it Ohene Dosu that is talking while we're in the class? Since you can see the slides, my apologies again, it's internet. I thought I could do it from my house where I live. Unfortunately, it didn't connect, so I have to come down to my office. So when I came back to the office, it was also having some issues, but that had just been sorted out. So good morning once again and welcome to SST 703 Social Standard and Sustainable Development. I gave you an introduction of what is expected of this in this course yesterday, covering the concept of development goals, attainment criteria, social and environmental sustainability, and poverty reduction issues in international benchmark for identifying and managing environmental and social risk management, performance standards, targets, and goals to improve public health. And I told you that by the end of this section, if you are not taking anything away, you should be able to explain the key development goals globally. I should also be able to explain the process of sustainable development and poverty reduction. I should also be able to identify the criteria and performance standards for sustainable development. And we also did introduction defining what social standard is and sustainable development. And we also talked of the three main pillars of sustainable development, which is economic growth, environmental protection, and social inclusion. So today, we'll be looking at the overview of how these concepts interact and support each other. That is the economic growth, environmental protection, and social inclusion. Earlier on, I told us that the sustainable development and social standards are intertwined, and they are hinged on equity and justice, inclusivity, equity, justice, and inclusivity. So we'll be looking at those areas this morning. Equity in terms of resource distribution, I think I mentioned that briefly yesterday. It means ensuring fair access to resources like clean water, education, health, and healthcare. This promotes social stability and reduce inequality. So this is one component of social standards and sustainable development. And the other component has to do with labor rights, upholding, that is under equity and justice. We first of all talk of equitable resource distribution, which I have mentioned. And then the second one is the labor rights. So under the equity and justice, we are looking at resource distribution and the labor rights, which as a social standard that deals with sustainable development, it is important to look at equity and justice. And then under equity and justice, we are looking at the second leg, apart from the the first leg, which is equitable resource distribution. And then the second leg is labor rights. This means upholding labor standards such as fair wages, safe working conditions, and the right to unionize are all crucial for social sustainability. Is that okay? Are we together?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's like no one is there. When I ask a question, if the course rep is a bit busy, some other person, if you are hearing me, you can also respond so that I will know that I'm not speaking to my computer. I'm speaking to my students. Is that okay?
Okay. Noted,
So
sir.
what
Sir,
do we do when we talk of? Yes, thank you. Thank you. So when we say of holding labor standards, such as fair wage, what are we thinking of here? Can anybody tell us fair wage? What do you think about fair wages or safe working conditions and the right to unionize? Can anyone tell us something about that? Chidima, you
yes,
want to
sir.
say something? Okay. Labor rights, upholding labor standards such as fair wages is part of equity and justice. So what do you think about? Do you agree with that?
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning, my classmate. Good morning, my able lecturer and supervisor. So, for me, I feel upholding labor standards such as fair wages, safe working conditions, and right to unionize is, and now I'll talk as a mother. Now, if a woman gets married and then she gives birth to a child, now, in a working environment, there should be spaces where a woman can still, for instance, properly breastfeed her baby. There should be a safe space where she can talk about what is going on in her life. Because when you become a mother, you're saddened with so many responsibilities of handling the home, handling the child, your mental health too. So for me, labor rights should include safe spaces where mothers too can thrive. Now, when we talk of disability, people living with disabilities too, these people too should be given spaces to work safely. For instance, if there are staircases in a secretariat, now a person who uses wheelchair can't go, climb the staircase. So if an alternative route, I've forgotten what it's called, sir, or my fellow classmates, you can, remind me. But if something like not really a staircase, but something that can aid someone who is using wheelchair to go through to her offices, then it will be beautiful. And then another thing is this: if more in most working environments, in most working economy, they have a percentage of those living with disabilities, people with disabilities, to work. So if things like that are created, then the labor rights of individuals living in the community is being upheld, and then it will be easy for them to earn income. The spaces will be safe, and the working conditions are enlightened. And that is why I feel the government introduced what they call national health insurance scheme. This is also part of upholding the labor standards in our working environment or in our economy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for that insight. I always tell you our class is interactive. Don't expect me to come and talk, and then we go. Any other contribution? The labor rights. As a way of enhancing social standards and sustainable development, or under the context of sustainable development. To add to what Chidima said, when you talk of safe working conditions, in addition to carrying everyone along, like the disabled men, we're also talking about our offices. Most of you have been working now. Do you have comfortable chairs? Do you have table? Do you have chair? Do you have fridges? Your fridge, your office, refrigerator, in your office? Do you have an office table that is good enough? Is the air office, does it have air conditions? Do you have, can you go on leave? Can you go on study leave or maternal leave or whatever it is? Like insurance, health insurance that Chidima mentioned. They are all part of working conditions. Are you staying outside or the office accommodations are not enough? If you are in the lab, are you working with the right tools and right experimental working tools? Do you have the microscope? Do you have all the facilities? Do you have even Boston banner to test to use it to do some experimental work? In most of our society, especially in the academics, if you are in the science background, some of you use stove to go and do your experiments instead of a Boston burner. So these are other safe working conditions that are required. How about fair wages? Some of you are not working or you have not worked before. Why are you not talking about wages? What do you understand by that and what should be done? Any comments? Any comments? Yes.
Hey, good morning, sir.
Who is talking?
It's Joseph, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, and good morning, class.
Sorry,
I just want
let's help
to.
ourselves. Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
I was here. Please, what I want to say is that going forward, when you want to talk, let us know your name and where you are calling from. It will help us to see how internet facilities is working around the country. Is that okay? So feel free to tell us, I'm calling from high level, I'm calling from welfare quarters, I'm calling from Bauchi, I'm calling from Enugu, and so on and so forth. So please, your location is important too. Let us just know how we are connecting in terms of networking. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
All right. Good morning, sir. And good morning, class. My name is Odu Joseph.
Good morning, Michael.
And I'm calling from Uruku. Yes, precisely. East Union Bank in Otukpo Road.
Okay.
Can I be heard?
So you are in time. Go ahead.
All right.
Yes,
I want to attempt these safe working conditions and fair wages. Yes, from what I've heard from you and from what I have seen in the country so far, I know quite okay that the working conditions in the country, in Nigeria, is not okay. We are not up to standard. And when you talk about the fair wages, it is another issue. You see most companies, you see most offices employed workers. Instead of paying them directly, you see they contract that work outside. And what they are supposed to pay, for instance, if you are entitled to 100,000, for instance, you will see that at the end of the day, the company that you pass through to get that job, they will cut their own share. Maybe they take 50 and 50 will reach you. And that is why most of the times we see labor union fighting for the right of the workers that no, this should be in place. This should be in place. This is not how we are to live with a clamor for minimum wage increment and all that. So I feel that yes, in our country, in our society today, the working condition is not okay at all. This is the little contribution that I have to make. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Ogu. So the wages in Nigeria clearly are not fair. It's not a fair representation of what we do. You can see people who work in who are the think tank of the nation, so to say. The wages as compared to the other people like maybe the National Assembly and all of that, you can see that they are rewarded more than the people that actually matters. For instance, in academics, the lecturers, the think tank in most countries, the engine room, where human resources are trained. And in other climes, they value them very well. But here in Nigeria, because of the unfairness in terms of wages or salaries, they are not well rewarded. So I thank you for that. About the right to unionize. Who is the unionist there? Who is a comrade? Can you speak on that? Comrade, any comrade in the house? The right to unionize, it means the right to associate with others and the right to speak your mind in matters of welfare and other condition of services. So that is what unionism is. Like in academics, we are all aware, the ASU, Academic Staff Union of University, is one key aspect that has been championing the welfare and the rights of their members. So we have all of them across the country. Each time you hear in the class, let me even ask you. I used to ask some of my students, undergraduates, from the information you have or from the story you hear, how much is what is it called? How much is a salary of a professor? Anybody can say, tell us what you think in Nigeria. Elizabeth, you want to give it a go? Say it now, you are free. You must not get it right. What you
No,
think
sir.
is
No,
a professor is collecting?
I have no idea,
Hello?
sir. Since I'm in the system, sir.
So you are not even thinking that these people, you don't, I'm not going to give you the exact amount. Just approximate
morning,
that
sir.
how they are earning between. Hello?
Good morning, sir. It's Stella.
Elizabeth. Stella.
It's Stella.
Can I finish with Elizabeth?
Yes, sir.
Stella,
Okay,
can
sir.
I finish with Elizabeth? So I
Yes,
was
sir.
asking
Yes, sir.
that in terms of salary for university staff, how much do you think a professor is earning? Like the words they are teaching you, so you just guess. Tell me what in your mind they are earning.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Elizabeth, can you hear me?
Approximately half a
Half a million monthly or in a year?
yes, sir.
Hello?
Monthly, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. I was locked out and they brought me.
Okay. So you are thinking that an average worker should earn 500K, right? in the university,
Professor,
or is earning
sir, you,
500K?
you said
Eh?
professor, sir. You spoke about
Okay,
professor,
you are
sir.
thinking. Oh, you are right. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, you are giving me the range for professor.
Yes, sir.
That on average they are earning 500K. Yes, somebody wants to talk the other time before us. Is it or Hene? Those who, although Elizabeth did not tell us where she was calling from.
Oh, I'm so
Elizabeth.
sorry about that, sir.
Yes, where were you calling from?
I'm calling from high level Makodi, sir.
Oh, great. So somebody wants to speak before I start. This Stella Ngufan, I think Stella.
Yes,
Stella,
sir.
please go ahead.
She has spoken
Yes,
what I wanted to say.
hello.
So that is the idea you have
Yes,
of
sir.
professor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who else thinks otherwise?
Okay, sir. Hello.
They are earning higher or lower?
Hello.
Yes. Who else think otherwise?
Sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm calling from high level. Stella Ohina. Those who Stella,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
professors in Nigeria, they earn from 416 to 500,000 monthly, highest.
It's like you people are using AI because or Google because you are saying the right thing, exact amount that professors earn. Do you think that is enough?
Hello, sir.
Do you think that should be enough? We are talking about social standard now. Do you think as a standard that is enough for a professor, or it's too much for them?
Okay, sir. Actually, it's not enough. Compared to what they are giving the society, is not enough. But they have to take it. That is what is given to them. So. But if we are to, it's not enough.
Yes. Okay, is this Stella still talking? Is this Stella that just spoke?
Yes, it's Stella that just spoke.
Okay.
It's Stella, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
All right.
hello, sir.
Okay, I've heard you. Yes. Joseph?
This is Joseph calling from Uruku. Yes, before now, what I know that professors collect is 500,000. I don't know of now whether they have added anything, but to be sincere,
Yes.
500,000 is nothing that a professor should collect. You look at the life of politicians, you look at the life of people who are working in NGOs, not this federal government organization, you see the amount they collect in a month, it will shock you. And coming down to teachers, you see that the government is not doing anything about it. How can a professor collect 500,000 in a month? And we feel that it is okay. It is never okay, because I feel that whatever anybody is today, the person passed through school, and there is somebody there who teach or taught that person to become what the person has become today. So I feel if there is anything at all that should be done, it will be okay for them to upgrade the salaries of teachers. When you look at the area of private school, that is even the worst. Go to private school today, the teachers are really suffering. When you are coming to the school for the employment, they will ask you, what qualification do you have? You can imagine a person with a master's degree is collecting 23,000 naira, 20,000 naira. I feel this. Hello, sir.
I said, where is that? Makodi?
Yes, in Makodi here, a private school.
What?
In Makodi, yes. This is what people pass through, a master degree holder. So it is not easy. I feel that teachers, they are supposed to earn more than any other person in the society. This is my take, sir.
Yes, thank you very much for all your contributions. It is clear that the government is not fair in terms of salaries and wages to her citizens. So I totally agree with some of you. You know that there was a time that was before even this demobilization that I asked students in my class, I think the lower level 300, I say, how much do you, about 3-4 years ago, I say, how much do you think a professor? I posed the question, they said professor is earning at least between 2 million and above, they cannot earn less than. I asked again, are you sure? He said, yes. Okay, that was before this Tinubu era. So actually, the situation is pathetic. It's not only to professors. All workers in Nigerians are enslaved. And it is the people that do nothing, that are much more rewarded. That is why there's no, if you look at the incentive for hard work, it's no longer there. Go to Ghana here, go to South Africa, our neighboring countries. If you convert what they earn, it's over 3 million for a professor. I'm not talking of abroad. I have some friends that are teaching online. They collect between 800 to 900 or $1,000 teaching primary school online. And they tell me, sir, this is our work, we should leave it. That we are not being treated fairly, just as you guys have observed. But it's not just us. All workers in Nigeria are enslaved. Look at what you just tell me about private sector, and they are the one that charge the highest. They give peanuts to you guys. So there is no social standards. There is no equity. There is no fairness. I think that is what we can deduct from what we have done. Or going forward, who is speaking? Please, if you
Hello,
don't,
sir.
if you are
Good
not
morning,
raising your
sir.
hand or you don't want to talk to the.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
This is Samson
Good morning.
Ogbenyi speaking, sir. My name is Samson Ogbenyi speaking. Calling from Jos, Plateau State.
Samson,
Hello,
where
sir.
are you speaking from?
Calling from Plateau State, Jos,
Yes,
Plateau
Samson,
State.
where are you calling from?
Yeah, all my colleagues, they actually spoke.
Oh, Plateau
Hello?
State.
Hello?
Which part of Plateau State?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, sir.
Please, if you can hear me, speak, continue, you can talk. I wanted to ask where in Jos you are calling from. Maybe your network is bad.
Rayfield. Hello?
Okay. Please go ahead and add your input.
Okay, sir. My colleague they actually spoke well. And concerning the wages here in Nigeria for the teachers, for those teaching, is very, very poor. You know, I believe there's a hierarchy. You started with professors, they started from somewhere. They started from school teaching, maybe as in their educational background before they got to the professor level. And I think the government is supposed to consider and increase their salary. You know, a professor collecting 700 to 1 million is not enough to me in this our present time, in this our present situation that we are in Nigeria right now. You know, they are supposed to be encouraged and being paid more because just like as my brother said, they actually made we that are working now become who we are. I don't know if you're getting me, sir. They actually made us who we are. You know, they always say that teachers are their reward is in heaven. No, but now their reward is on earth. They are supposed to be paid more and they are supposed to earn more, even more than other government parastatals. So I believe that the government are supposed to do something. They are not doing what they are supposed to do. They are not encouraging the lecturers, professors. So to me, I believe that the government needs to do something concerning the professors we have in Nigeria. Because if they can, professors in outside country can be paid more than our professors in Nigeria, they are not better than our professors here in Nigeria. It's just the economic situation. Because I believe
most of our colleagues are moving abroad because
that is
of that.
Because of the money, sir. Because of the money, you see that people are
Yes.
running from Nigeria to the United States of America to United Kingdom just because of the money. So, for example, now you cannot
even just African countries here.
Yes, in
Benin,
like for instance, in Kenya,
Malaysia, South
Kenya,
Africa,
Kenya,
Ghana, Nigerians
Zimbabwe.
are moving there. Intellectuals,
Yes, sir.
our intellectuals are moving there.
Yes, sir. So, for example, now let me say I'm a professor or I'm a lecturer. You cannot tell me to remain here in Nigeria where they are paying me 200,000, and I have opportunity of going to the United Kingdom where they can pay me $1,000 in 2 hours.
What is 1,000? What is 1,000? They cannot pay less than 5. For a start, they can't pay less than 5,000.
You see, that's what I'm saying.
Dollars.
At least. So that is it. So that's why people are running from Nigeria, going outside. I won't blame whoever that is leaving Nigeria. If I have the opportunity to leave Nigeria, I will leave, sir. That's my contribution.
Yes,
sir.
if you have something to do. What I tell people actually is, if you have something to do and you think you have more incentives by going out, you can go. But not those ones that will tell you that they will japa without knowing what they are going to do. I discourage that a lot when I'm
I don't go and
interacting with my students.
Go and be sweeping another man's country now.
Guy, thank you. Have you traveled before?
Yeah?
Have you traveled abroad before?
No, not really. Not really, sir. Not really.
Okay, but you know these things happen.
Yes,
I'm happy
sir.
you
Yes,
said
sir.
it. Some of us went there. Some of them went there to do masters. For me, I went to University of Kent, London, Southeast London, and I stayed for 1 year, obtained my masters, and left them there. Some persons, the kind of things Nigerians do there, and we that are here, or those that have not gone, we say they are enjoying. I like when you say they are sweeping the streets. That is what most of them do.
Yes,
Even
sir.
the street is neater. Going to wash toilets from morning till night. If public toilets, anyone that goes to use himself, you pay. Those are the kind of dirty jobs, odd jobs that they do.
Yeah. That is it, sir. No, that's
I can't hear anything or see the slide again.
Just hold on. It's like the network taking him out. So just
Exactly. Thank you so much for that explanation. That was exactly what happened. But just hold on. Yes, I'm back. Are we together now?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for the.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for the. Yeah, thank you. Sorry for the interruption. Like I told you, I'm using my network, and I can't stop people from calling me. So my senior colleague just called, and I told him I'm online having my classes. So that caused the interruption. My apologies for that. So you can see that we are flowing, and there is a reason why I'm asking you all this, to see that you have an perfect understanding of what labor rights should look like, right? But here we don't have right to, we even have right for anything. All these things are documentations. We hope that we get there one day. Thank you so much for your contribution. Let me pause here and say something. Are we together?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Let me pause here and say something. You know, most of you, I like the way you are contributing. In my class, I told you I'm going to tell you something today.
Sir.
That generally, yes, someone wants to speak? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you.
Can you? Yes, I wanted to say something before someone interrupted. I said
I think
generally in my class, I cherish contributions from class members. And that is why I'm throwing these things, because like I told you, this class is a social class. It's not a science class that will be pouring chemical and be waiting for what will come out, whether it will be blue, yellow, or anything, right? These are things we know. And what I tell my students is that so long as they are attending my lectures, we are interacting. Mary,
No, it,
Mary Kwahange.
Which is 22.
Mary Kwahange.
Mark is 22.
Can someone call Mary? Mary's mic is not mute. And is disturbing attention. Who knows Mary? Cosred.
So on the hip, front
Kwahange, can you mute your mic?
I missed
Kwahange, mute your mic.
18. So I divide 18 into 2. Okay, where's it divided by 4?
Kwahange, you're in a class, mute your mic.
Is she aware that she's in a class? Eh? Is she aware that we are in the class?
Course rep, call her with your contact, call her through her contact number. Let her mute her mic.
Thank you. Thank you. So while you are doing that, I was going to say that in my class, you are going to write exam at the end of this semester. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I want to tell you that just note that so long as you are interacting, coming to class, at PG levels, I hardly fail any student. The highest I can do, I'll give you 50 and let my people go. But that depends on your attendance and your ability to interact with me. There's nothing here that is new, that is so special that you want to learn that you have not known. All we are trying to do is to guide you and tailor your ideas through to ensure that your ideas are focused towards a particular issue based on the courses of mine. Some of you, when I'm teaching, instead of busy trying to copy this, and I'm going to give you the lecture material at the end of the day. So you don't need to stress yourself looking for this. I don't know. I also want to add, do you people have, what's it called? This video recording? Do you need it? For me, I don't think you need it. Once I'm done, I give you the slides. You go and prepare for the purposes of exam. And there will be nothing that will be said outside what we have discussed. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Good. So I'm going to give you, good. I'm going to give you this material at the end of this lecture or whatever this thing. What I normally do, had it been, if it were face-to-face these classes, what I do, I can cover this lecture in, what is it called? 2 or 3 classes. And once I'm done with that, I'm sure you all understand what has been covered. So you will not have any issues. So when you come to my class, don't be too tilted or, what will I say? Don't be too embedded with the theory that you are not free to discuss. While we maintain orderliness by muting our mic and all of that, we should free ourselves in this class. This class is not a class that wants to make sure somebody fails. If you do very well, you score A. If you don't do, you do fairly, you try your best, you score B. If you don't try it at all and you have been attending my lectures, you score C. I think C is a pass mark, isn't it? Is it C that is pass mark for PGD? You don't know.
But D is a pass mark.
Yeah.
C is a pass.
Okay, is it D?
For PGD.
No, like
C. For PGD.
Is it C? I know that master.
PGD and
I know that master is C. For PGD, I think she's 45 or so. D is 45. I'll check. But what the point I'm making is that you should feel free to don't look at the theory alone. Even when I give you questions in exam, what I expect you guys to do is to demonstrate the understanding of the course. That is all. Don't come and say, I must ask you to define this, define this. You are adults. I will not take you to be doing a lot of theory. Well, that is just for your information, right? Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So we are looking at inclusivity, social standard in sustainable development. We should be looking at inclusivity, gender equality, promoting gender equality in all aspects of life, including education and employment. I think Chidima spoke extensively on gender equality yesterday. The essence of gender equality is to ensure comprehensive and effective development outcomes. When you segregate or sideline the female folk just because they are female, you are only wasting the resources in the nation. Look at the best people in the world, like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and this United Nations woman, I've forgotten her name. These are powerful women that are being reckoned with in the world. If their parents has not sent them to school, or they are not giving them opportunity, or the husband did not give them opportunity to work and all of that, to have employment, I'm sure today they will still remain housewives. And all the benefits that Nigeria is even benefiting from them. There are so many women over there that are making exploits in this country. So there is need for gender equality in order to enhance social standards and sustainable development. Don't forget, all these things about standards that we're talking about is for sustainable development. A development that can be achieved today, tomorrow, and even generations or in the future. That is what we said about sustainable development. So all this inclusivity, equity, and all of that at having is just to we are having break by 12, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are back. Are we together now? Can you see me? Can you see the slide?
Yes, we can see it, sir.
Okay, you can see the slide as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So I paused to say that the key reasons for this class in terms of what we're discussing, social standard in sustainable development, just so that you did not forget. All this inclusivity, justice, equity, and even labor rights that we are discussing is to enhance sustainable development in our country. And so I was saying about gender, when you are not gender sensitive and you feel that it's only the male folks that can do stuff in the house, that can be educated, that should have employment, you are not ensuring sustainable development. So all that we are discussing about social standards is about sustainable development. These social standards are things or areas you can focus on to ensure sustainable development. Please take that very seriously, because even when I'm setting questions in exam, I don't come directly to ask you define social standards. You never see me. If you have seen my previous questions and all of that, is the application. Why I would say equity, justice, inclusivity is critical for sustainable development discourse. These are some of the questions. That's the way I put my question. So you should be able to link this inclusivity, equity and justice, labor rights, all of that. If these things are done, how can development be sustained? Of course, I've given you an example of gender equality, that if you train a female folk and give her opportunity to have employment, we have progress. If so many of such, like the Okonjo Iwealas, we have a lot of them, Nigeria will be moving forward. I will not be talking of Nigeria as a developing country, because we have enough resources to sustain us that is equitably distributed, and we have manpower that can shape policies in the world at the global stage in such a way that our nation can grow. Growing not just today, grow tomorrow, or develop forever. That is the essence of this, our discussion. So when you see me asking, I try to ensure that you understand first the concept. Like inclusive, we say we should bring everyone together. And when everyone is on board, women, children, adults are given opportunity to learn and to explore their skills, then as a nation, we begin to move forward. The reason you have all this what we discussed before in terms of wages being or salaries not very fair or not fair at all is because as a nation, we have not been able to establish or work with these social standards that can help us as a nation. If we have fair wages, we ensure labor rights. There are other areas apart from fair wages that we have discussed and safe working condition, as well as right to unionize. There are other labor rights that should be, we just highlighted those. If all these things are set as a standard in the country, then Nigeria as a country will begin to move forward. And I remember one thing. Let me digress more. You know, when we talk of standards, standard is not only in social space, in terms of what we do and all of that. The quality of products that we produce, for instance, fertilizer or rice production, including the food that we eat, there should be standards. But in Nigeria or in Benue State, can you say there are standards? There are standards in terms of maybe the people selling in the markets, including as low as pepper. There is no standard. The food you eat in public, what is it called? Public restaurants or roadsides, who supervise that? What kind of oil do they use? What kind of, is it all this, what is it called? Maggi and all of that they use.
Spices.
Are there standards? And it will shock you. Even the granule that we take, some people use acid. Maybe you must have watched a video. Some people use acid because it's very fast way of making this thing fast. Do anybody set standards in that regard? As a nation, as we are not doing that, you will see us going backward day by day. So social standard is not only about gender, it's not only about the top places, the rights and everything. It's about everything basic that we do as human beings. The beans that we eat, that you eat mama everywhere. What kind of chemicals are sprayed on them? And we are told that if you spray chemical on any food, it should take like 3 for 6 months after that before being consumed. How many people monitor that? Who set standards in Nigeria? And what is happening in our own state, Benue? In short, let me tell you something. I want to go and do advocacy. You know, before Father Elia came in, these states, they were doing matching grant. Some of our colleagues team up and did advocacy, talk on air on those things. And before you know, the governor came up with this what do they call this emergency something, and came out with an order that it should be stopped. And it has stopped today. It's enhancing development. Who can take on this issue of standard? Like I'm looking at that area, so that anything in those days, when you produce, you are selling or all these things in the market, all these more, what do you call? You see some this sanitary or some persons, they come and check these things. If it's not, if you put too much salt, if you put too much, you don't use the right combination and they test it, it's not testing like the natural one, they'll throw your food away or arrest you. But today, do we have those standards in terms of things we consume? in terms of things we plant, in terms of, that's why you have everywhere you come on talk of cancer this. There are no standards. What do you think? Do you think there's standards in Benue State, for instance? I went to Jos. Let me finish. I went to Jos last week. Do you see this ordinary pepper that we take as that if you eat, is it akara? What is it called? Yes, if you eat akara, that dry pepper that they used to do. In Benue State, anytime I take it, it will be having sand. Most of the market, you see sand there, because I later found out that they used to add these termites, whatever, ant-hill. They will add it to it so that the thing will increase. The oil we take, there are some chemicals to make it very red and increase the quantity. Who is talking to these people? And we are consuming them every day. I went to Jos, I bought pepper, just this akara, they call it kose. When I ate it, I ate the pepper, it was pure pepper. Why is it that in Benue, nothing is of standards? And because we are living in Benue, we should be talking of Benue. These are areas, apart from having the class knowledge, that we can do advocacy and ensure that our people live, all of us, live long in this state. Even our mangoes, some of the mangoes, you see them ripening uniformly like that. They are not ordinary, they will put chemicals. But these are things we consume on a daily basis. There's nothing that is pure or real again. It should be of concern to us. I don't have time. I would have allowed you to talk, but if you have one or two things to say of that, I can allow you. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. Very good. So social standard, we talk of
All right.
inclusive, we talk of social protection. You want to say something? Okay, let's proceed. Social protection in terms of implementing social protection measures, such as pension, unemployment benefits, helps safeguard vulnerable population against economic shock. And if we are doing like that, it will enhance sustainable development. Social protection, which one do you know that is functioning in Nigeria? Pension is not working. You see people that work for 35 years, serve their country with the peanuts diligently, the peanuts they are paying them, and then you save part of your salary, even though government asks to eat. And when you are old, you are aged now, you want to get your what is it called? Your pension is a problem. Some will queue till they die. Some will never collect it till they die, because some bad eggs are there conniving and taking what belongs to the masses. It is very sad. Unemployment benefits. How many of you know of unemployment benefits? I'm sure if I ask all of you, there's just few of you that can tell me what unemployment benefits are. In Nigeria, they don't do it. In abroad, once you are 18 years old and you don't have work or something doing, what they do, government pays you a certain amount of money, just like what Buhari tried to introduce, like Empower. Their own, they call it enough. So statutorily, you are entitled, that money can feed you 3 times in a day, and you can live well, at least, but not as much as the people that are working, but government takes care of unemployed. Why would people graduate from the university, spend their money, resources, and nothing to do? Why with even if people that have not gone to school and they have been given birth to, they have come into this planet Earth, and they cannot survive? That is the reason why you have so many bad things happening in Nigeria: criminality, gangsterism, kidnapping. What is it? Name them. because government has failed in taking up its responsibility of ensuring that in the social space, everyone is happy. So that is about social space, social protection, and social protection is part of inclusivity because people that are not working, but not that they are happy not working, they are ready to work, but can't get a job. So the government in ideal society, government should bring them together to incorporate them, integrate them into the society such that they don't feel neglected, they don't feel inferior. And that way, people that you see on the street, some of them are very brilliant, but no opportunity to assist them and make them feel like every other person in the society. Where the government of Nigeria went and said they will remove subsidy, that it is not helping us, it's not doing this. What are they doing with subsidy money that is coming now? No one can say. So those are the issues in Nigeria. So if you are asked anywhere, social standard and sustainable development, what are the issues? You should be able to say something, isn't it? And having said that, there is what is called sustainable, or maybe let me pause to get your response, comments, questions before we go into the other areas. What we have covered so far is social standard and sustainable and the basic key areas that govern social standard and sustainable development. What we need to do, the key things that needs to be seen in a country or a nation, for that nation to be seen as setting standards, and of course, leading to sustainable development. So let me pause here and hear from you. Yes. Do you have question, contribution, or something to say with respect to what I've discussed?
No.
To Ruth. Bashir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Somebody should talk to Bashir.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Who is speaking?
It's Bashir, sir.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
Okay.
Bashir,
I'm fine,
where
sir.
are you calling from?
From Bauchi State, sir.
Where are you calling us from?
Bauchi State, sir.
Where in Bauchi?
Tudun Salmanu along Maiduguri bypass.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
You
Sir, you made
unmute
mention
your
of
mic
something
instead of us hearing your voice.
Okay. Sir, you made mention of something, and actually, I have a network issue at that time that you are speaking. So I was carried away. I want you please to re-mention it again. That you said, how can someone relate justice, and I did not hear the rest, and how can government come across it?
Yeah, one of what we are basically saying is that the key tenets of social standards, equity, justice, and inclusivity.
Okay.
And then under these key items, we talk about labor, and then we talked about gender inclusivity and all of that. So we are saying that these things actually should help us if we're able to attain these goals of equity, justice, and equality. It should help us to attain sustainable development. And we have said that sustainable development is a development that meets the needs of today, tomorrow, and future. Isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I also said that if I am to set a question in exam, I will not ask you to define equity, define social standard or whatever. I'll ask you how to apply this key aspect of social standards to sustainable development. I think that's what I was saying on that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I got it right.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any other question, comments, contributions? Today, like I said, we'll be staying till 2 o'clock. So we have our break by 12 and then come back to do 1 hour. I'll use that 1 hour to rush so that we cover some slides. Can cover up to 20 slides today. We didn't do much yesterday because it was an introductory class. And today we intend to do more. So let's look at one other area of social standards in sustainable development. I think we've done that. No, that's not what I'm saying. Sustainable development goals and social standards. You know, of course, there are so many goals that have been articulated by United Nations. I'm sure there will be the year they targeted, was it 2020? They have exceeded the year now, and they have added some and reduced some. But this, what I'm discussing is the old ones, not they have updated it. I'll look for it and also give to you guys. So the United Nations 17 SDG Sustainable Development Goals highlight the importance of integrating social standards into development strategies. And if you look at, 17 SDGs, not 20. So I will briefly, I'm sure you've heard of Sustainable Development Goals set by United Nations. Is there anyone that hasn't heard of that? Hello? Please, I need to hear from you. Is there anyone that has not heard of United Nations SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals? Or is there anyone that has heard of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you are the only one that has heard of Sustainable Development Goals.
Yes, sir. Yes, I've heard about it, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Joseph Odo. I've seen you, okay. Just 2 of you. The rest have not known or heard of Sustainable Development Goals.
I've heard of it, sir. I know of it.
Is it to Ruth? Who just spoke? Is it to? Okay, that's fair enough. That is fair enough.
Yeah, hello?
So,
Hello?
one of the goals, we're going to dive through a few of them because there are about 17. To select the ones that are relevant to us. I think the first SDG is no poverty. Eradicating poverty through inclusive economic growth and social system. If, for instance, I asked if a question is asked with relevant to inclusivity or whatever that you need to do, and you're supposed to link it with the SDG, you should be able to understand that poverty reduction or eradicating poverty is one of the inclusive and social protection system that is being introduced by SDG. I told you in our discussion, in our course outline, that we are going to look at this social standards as it relates to sustainable development goals set by United Nations. So one of the key aspects of that thing that goal was eradicating poverty and inclusive economic growth and social protection. We mentioned this already, and if you are asked to discuss anything, you can link it up to this SDG 1. Quality education, I think that has to do with SDG 4, ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education for all. That is an agreement that has been reached by nations. So they say United Nations. You know, the United Nations comprises of virtually most powerful nations of the earth, isn't it? The US, the UK, the France, Germany, Netherlands, or the Japan, Korea, China, all of them powerful. I think Nigeria was recently taken in as one of the members of the United Nations. I don't know whether they are still there. So enhance the quality of education is one of their goals, and it's goal 4. So you should be able to link it to those sustainable social standards keys that I have mentioned, the areas, core areas that have been mentioned. And then you have gender equality. You also mentioned it is linked to Sustainable Development Goal 5, achieving gender equality and empowering all women and girls. The essence of linking these things is for you. You have opportunity today to talk globally on these things and you want to add value to your point. You can bring out sustainable development goals that will match each of them. Like we talk about equity, justice, and inclusivity. So all these things can key when you are discussing, if a question is asked with respect to that, you should be able to say gender equality in line with SDG 5, which said achieving gender equality and empowering all women and girls, empowering them in terms of education and in terms of employment, in terms of other job opportunities or life opportunities. It's almost 12. If I don't close by 12, can we continue or I will log out? Constance.
No, you won't be logged out, sir. Though we have a link for afternoon session, but decide to continue to 1, then I think you can end the class by 1 p.m., sir.
Won't you be tired? Yesterday we did 2 hours and we were tired.
No, I wasn't tired, sir. We weren't tired, rather.
Eh?
We were not tired yesterday. The network, the reason most of us were not following you, sir.
Okay. But today I think it's better now.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Today is better, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It's better.
Even though
The network was highly
even
interrupted.
though we started late. Yesterday or today?
Sir, today, sir, today.
Was it yesterday? Where are you calling from?
I live in Abuja.
Where in Abuja?
Hello, sir.
Yes, where
sir.
in Abuja?
Metama extension, sir.
Didn't get Metama extension. That is Pape. Pape is a village. If you want
It's
to
not
have a
Pape,
class, you'll be coming to Metama. Where is Metama extension? Did you think we don't know Abuja?
Just
Where is
opposite,
Metama
adjacent
extension?
to Minister's Hill.
Adjacent to Minister. Where is Minister's Hill?
Minister's Hill Junction, sir.
That is not Metama extension. No. That is, if it
So
is
that's
ministers here, if it is ministers is not a tamal. Ministers is ministers quarters or something. So it's not, and they are privatized.
I didn't say minister. I say
that place. There's a
the
very high
opposite.
level. Then you are staying in a village. Just accept that you are staying in a village. That's why your network is bad.
It
And
was
what I
raining.
expect you to do.
I've never compared.
What
The
I
network
expect you to do
heavily this
then,
morning, sir. That's why.
what
I'm
I
listening,
expect
sir.
you to do, when there is no network in a particular area, just try and relocate. You must not stay in your room and listen to the lecture, the class. You can just go nearby or even just enter by, go to the central area or anywhere, shop or this quiet place, and you can get internet there. Just like I live in federal housing. I tried to deliver the lecture from there, but it was not just connecting, nothing, no anything, very low. I had to drive down, and that was what caused part of the delay. Even when I came to my office, it was also a bit bad, but once it comes up, it's relatively stable. So to all of you, if you are staying in the village, or you are staying where the network is MTN network or Glo or whatever you are using is not very strong, go to, there are strong areas, spend 500, spend 1,000. That is the essence of this training. You must not stay at your home or stay at your working place for you to listen. Like, is it Elizabeth or someone told me I was living in Welfare's quarter. And I told her yesterday, or yes, if the network is not good in Welfare quarter, it might be okay in Urukum, or it might be okay in a high
Sir, the
level.
challenge today was
So
free.
you
It was
shift
raining heavy.
so that you can. Oh, okay. In Abuja, right? It was raining in Abuja, right? It
Yes,
also
sir,
rained here
heavily
in
this morning.
Macaulay.
It's even still. Sure.
Okay. All right, I understand. I know you are defending that village boy that I'm calling you. You don't want to be called a village boy, but we are all villagers now, aren't we? We all came from a village.
We
So
all came from
never
a
mind.
village.
Who say it didn't come from village?
I said we all came from a village. In fact,
Stella?
Nigeria is Elizabeth. Nigeria as a whole is a
Yes.
village, sir.
Yeah, I like that. So nobody should claim any town anywhere. Anywhere you stay and you can get what you want, that's your town. You people didn't comment on the issue of adulterated foodstuff and other items. Is it that you are not aware? I'm just remembering,
Hello,
I just try to rewind.
hello.
Yes.
I want to comment in that regard, sir.
Joseph, go ahead.
Yes, sir. All right, sir. Good afternoon once again. The issue of standards in Benue and in Nigeria is nothing to write home about.
Okay.
I want to start by giving an example. There was a day I went to this abattoir in North Bank, and I went there to buy meat. I was surprised and shocked that the cow presented to be killed for people to consume. And I began to wonder, is there any
Your line has gone off. We can't hear you again. Can't hear you. If you are still speaking, try and do something so that we can hear you. You are making a very valid point that we add to our discussion. Okay, meanwhile, while you are trying to help yourself connect, it is a very serious issue. They said sick animals, they will see that it's having, so nobody will take you for entry, buy it, and then kill you, will start eating. If you don't go there and buy as a person, you go to shop, either Mama Put or any shop by the roadside or even restaurants. These are things we consume every day. I think there should be an advocacy towards that. Myself, personally, I'm going to do research on that and see how this can be tamed. Governor can bring an executive order on adulterated food. Virtually everything, especially in Benue, is worse. Even the fuel we consume, the other day, if you are in Benue, you will see that DPR shut down all the filling station because virtually all of them adjusted their meters. So, but that has been resolved now. But the truth is that nobody watches over what we consume. Like I was telling you, as little as pepper, grinded pepper, that you go, they are all over, you bring them together, dry them, and then people are adulterating it with ant hills. Oil that is we consume virtually on a daily basis, red oil, except some few that may not consume it, is adulterated. They buy it
Sorry, I
from
was
the
thrown
village
out.
already, they come to town and add chemicals. Where are we heading? And tomorrow when your neighbor or your friend, your parents, your this is having, or you know what, that we are talking of all kinds of cancer, it should be your concern. And I discussed that, none of you even said anything. I was shocked, as if you are not aware, or it's not a concern to you, or we shouldn't talk about it. And we are talking about social standards. We are talking about standards. You are talking about NAFDAC, you are talking about sanitary agency, you talk about environmental agencies, you are talking about a lot of agencies that are there created to monitor these things. But in Benue State, it's getting very bad. I think something should be done like advocacy so that I can get to the governor. You know, that was why I mentioned the issue of matching grant. When young men, our own young men, were pursuing people from investing. If you come and drop sand for building, you pay matching grant. Come and drop building material, you pay matching grant. Until some of our colleagues went and did advocacy, and the governor heard it and put an executive order that should be stopped immediately. I think, you know, when we are in this class, you can see yourself as small or not relevant. You can never tell. It's when you articulate your points and you are able to do advocacy, people will hear you. Articulate it very well, the issues on ground and how it has affected persons and how government can intervene. So I think it should be a challenge. Some of you, when you are giving research to do, you go online and be copying from AI. AI, give me this. These are practical things that you can do as research. The social issues, social standards in cow or cattle production in Nigeria or in Benue State. Someone can pick other items, fertilizer application, the issue it has, what it has on the soil and all of that. And go to the field. These farmers, even though they are using them, they are also aware of some of the implications. Do a social study and then become your research work. But because you don't want to go to the field, everything is on climate change. Everything is on this, everything is on this. But the very issue that is affecting us as students, that you go and make research, document it, and if you decide to go for masters, you do it again. and you will discover that it will help you if you want to go for PhD, you expand again. Before you know, you do all these things in Nigeria. Who knows? Government can call you to come and solve the problems. So it starts from now. I'm just telling you about project topics now. It's not all about coming to this thing. My project students, I hope you are hearing. Chidima. Chidima, have you muted your mic and gone to kitchen? I've gone to quick kitchen to the kitchen.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening, sir. I minimized my Zoom. That was why.
It was like you were eating or doing something else, because it's hard for you to be part of discussion and not make contributions. Did you hear what I said about project topics?
Yes, sir. I heard.
Chidima?
Yes, sir. I heard what you said, sir.
What did I say?
You said students.
What did I say?
Find it difficult. I said you said students find it difficult to go out and do research. Instead, they copy on internet and then submit. That's what I heard, sir. Or that's what I understood.
Yes, exactly. Instead of doing, yes, it's true. Instead of doing practical research that can add value to the society, you are talking about social standard. And there are a lot of things that are adulterated in Nigeria. Why can't you go on research on those things? Go to, what is it called, College of Food Science or whatever. They will give you details, the implication of these things, the harmful effects of these things on human body, and what led to some of the sicknesses we are having today. Gather them together and put it as your project, right? And it will help you. There are so many things that are adulterated. You can pick one. Adulterated salt, this thing, effects, implications, and suggestion. This. So when you are coming with your own topic, you sent me a message yesterday. Make sure you are practical. Don't come with AI research, because that's what most of you do. And AI research, like in our own department, agriculture, you cannot have everything online. And if you bring everything online, I can change one objective, and everything about your online will change. You have to go practical. Is that okay? So, any other person, this person, then the Amos was going to tell us more, but the network carried him away. Then are you back?
Yes, sir, very much back, sir.
Okay. Go
Sir.
ahead.
Okay.
Yes. Japheth.
I don't know whether that's still what we're talking about.
Yes,
I was saying
you were here before we were there before we shift the base. I just went back. You can go ahead with your thoughts.
Okay, sir. I was saying we as individuals, we need to help ourselves. And at the same time, agencies involved in taking care of things such as SUN, Standard Division of Nigeria, NAFDAC, and FCPC will also do well to orientate us and then all of that. Because I have been in a situation where someone bought cement and it was repackaged bag, where they just reduced, and the person reported the case to CPC and it was taken care of. So all they need to do is to give us orientation on how, when we come across such issues, we can be able to tackle it or even that's all I have to say,
when you
sir.
buy oil, when you buy red oil and they put chemical that is very red, you take the bottle, you travel to CPC in Abuja, or do they have their branch here?
No, you don't need to travel, sir. They have an emergency number where you can just call. And they have offices across the, not only CFC, sir. They have NAFDAC, for instance, you buy food stuff that is maybe expired and all of that. All we need to know is just for an orientation to be given to individuals, to people, to be able to know that this thing I'm buying, if it is not maybe expired or something, this is where to report and this is where you should be able to tackle it.
Okay. Public should be educated because it's
Yes,
not
sir.
everyone that knows about this, isn't it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome,
So
sir.
that's
Thank you so much.
why some of us are going to do advocacy. Any contribution, any addition again?
Yes,
Okay.
good afternoon, sir. Good
Afternoon, my
afternoon,
dear.
sir.
Where are you calling from?
Calling from
Afternoon, my
Makodi.
dear. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Makodi.
Where in Makodi? Where
Makodi
in
in
Makodi? We want to know.
Makodi in Uniagric.
Eh?
Makodi in Justin.
Okay. Oh, is it Obu Samson?
No,
Is it Obu Samson?
you want to do Gajafet.
Okay. Doga, you work with us here, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Doga, you work with us here? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
That's good. Go ahead.
I love
Go ahead,
contributions.
please.
I love the contribution of class members and your emphasis on advocacy. I wish to ask as a question that the establishment of this organization, these social organizations like SON, as somebody mentioned, ICPC, a host of other organizations that are meant to check the excesses of not keeping to social standards. My question is it that their hands are short or they are compromising the core objective of establishing their organization? Otherwise, SON has an office in Makodi. You literally see, even if they want to certify items in modern market alone, hello, sir.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you. We are with you. We can hear you.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh,
We can hear you.
Calling unguided.
Network problem, isn't it?
I stepped out.
Is it network problem?
Yes, sir. Maybe the network logged him out.
Okay. Yeah,
Sir,
I'm back.
on behalf of the class, sorry, please, I want to say something. Sir,
Okay,
on behalf of the class, we agreed to stay tuned till 1
Yes.
p.m. All right, sir. Thank you.
You said?
It's preferable
Hello?
we stay on. That network is stable now till 1 p.m.
Yes, that's what we agreed now.
It's okay.
Instead of having break 1 hour, instead of having a break 1 hour,
I'm coming
and then
back for an
proceed,
hour.
we are saying that, yes, we are saying that we should stay till 1 so that
Yes.
Elizabeth and Co can go and cook and do school runs. Isn't it?
Yes, sir. So, sir, the question I was asking
Yes.
is still, I believe that it's still an
Yes.
advocacy.
Okay.
On advocacy that. Hello, I believe that it is still on advocacy that some of these organizations were established to take care of our social needs. And with the establishment of this organization, these things are still ongoing. They kept ongoing. Sometimes when you even drag these people to the head office of to the office of this organization, you see to it that the perpetrators of this ill are not prosecuted. In one way or the other, it will be seems as if they have settled the matter behind the scene. And then you consider wasting all of your time going to that to their office or making a follow-up. So is it advocacy that will solve this matter, this issue, or is the establishment of this organizations that are like a standing agency that government saw to it that if they were in place, things would be in place? To me, as I will go on to answer, I think is first we discipline the culture of Nigerians or culture of our culture ourselves, to know that this thing is harmful, this thing is not good. And when it is done, it is causing harm or injury to the society or the nation. So at first was a question and
Thank
then
you.
a contribution. Thank you, sir.
Okay. What is that name again? Thank you for your inputs. If you ask any one of us whether the agencies are not in place or they don't know their work or whatever, the question is to throw back to you in form of that our song. If you ask me, now who are going to ask? Do you understand? If you ask us, who are we going to ask? Yes. So the truth is that these agencies are there. But like I think then they suggested, this advocacy, you know, when you come on air and you hear that your department that is responsible for doing certain things, people are now exposing you that you are not working and things are going bad. Sometimes you'll be persuaded to call, say it's not true. We used to do this, and then public will blast the people. Before you know, the awareness has been created. That's for those agencies that are reluctant in carrying out their duties. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.
And then for,
Hello, sir.
for the public, yes. Who is that?
Okay, I thought
Who's speaking?
Amos, I thought you finished saying something. I wanted to add something towards the question he asked, but since you are still speaking, I'm listening, sir.
No, go ahead, and I'll wrap it up.
Okay. No, he asked
Go ahead, please.
a question. Yes, I'm saying, sir. I'm speaking.
It has been a question to all
I didn't get
Nigerians.
that.
I said he asked a very valid question, and it has been our question all. Because if you see, you will discover that some of these agencies, most of them have been compromised. Because again, someone recently, like the NDCIC, the National Deposit Insurance Company, that is responsible for making sure your money in the bank is safe and all of that. Someone had issue with the bank where his money was transferred, and then he reported the case and nothing was done, and just like that. And these are the issues. It is not just about the advocacy and all of that. In fact, most of these agencies, as he said, should I say they are compromised or something? Because when you report cases to them like that, you will discover that nothing will be done, and then justice will not be given to you. So we as Nigerians, we must change the mentality that the right must be done.
So the question will be, who initiate that change of mentality that the right thing should be done? Should we all keep quiet and fold our hands to wait? I said, should we all keep quiet, fold our hands, and hope that the right things will be done? You have to start from somewhere.
The
No, sir,
change
And
no.
begins with me.
the starting point.
The change
Yes,
begins
sir.
with me initiative.
Yes. So we initiate
Nigerian,
that.
Nigeria should embed the change begins with me initiative.
Who initiate that initiative?
Every individual now, every individual. You
No. Let me cut you there. Every society is strict for doing good things because of actions of concerned individual who bring it as an issue to the public domain to be discussed. It's when you bring it. If, for instance, I bought oil and I can establish that this is what it costs to me or my neighbor or whatever. Like we have one fake doctor in Nigeria, in Benue State. They say this eye doctor, somebody was telling me that story. So that is not well trained. It is our duty to take it up. If you go to government, it will not work. Directly, you're right, your people will. If you go to agencies responsible today, it might stop. But when you bring it to public domain, you go on, our popular district here in my country, 95.5 or so. Take
yes,
it
radio
there.
program. Yes.
Radio program, and when people are seeing it, the governor might be listening to it. The organization or the directors supervising the agencies may be listening to it. Nigerians who are the people that are affected by these things will be listening to it. Once one person is related to governor, one person is related to minister, someone is related to somebody. That way, you say, even peppermint is adulterated. Even outside the state, they will be hearing it. Even pepper is adulterated for what? Even oil that they know that we consume. It is by you telling people that they are doing it first, creating awareness, to create the consciousness. People, when you go to market to buy as a young man, if for instance you are not married, you should be able to ask, show me the difference. You can buy your own from one place and the other because of the consciousness that has been created in you. So these are forms of advocacy. What advocacy does. What is brought to a public domain, yes, it's good to ensure, to make sure that we have that consciousness and a feeling as Nigerians that we must do the right thing. But if the right thing is not done, I'm saying that somebody should start somewhere. Advocating for what is right. Advocating and exposing what is wrong. And suggesting way forward. That's advocacy. And by the time you have it like 1 week running in maybe 4 or 6 months, the thing is all over the place. You bring example. You can even arrest corporates. Look at this oil that this woman is selling. Use this thing, expose 1 or 2 persons that are doing it. Bring the agencies all on board that you have in Benue State, for instance, that are responsible for this. And then you start saying, bring them on stage. This is what these guys are saying. What do you say to it? They will say it in public. As they are saying it, the governor, the people that are in position are hearing it. It cannot go down like that. I've told you about matching grant. Maybe it's not common where you are. It's common in Lagos. No. But people in Benue adopted it. And young men were frustrating investors. If you want to do anything, you must pay money, not to the government. You want to do anything, but the governor, people made advocacy. Of course, you can say that if they had relaxed without anybody bringing it up, it would have been worse off. But today, it has stopped. So advocacy can come from anywhere. And it's a good way to expose evil. If, for instance, all these ritualists are also doing things that are not good, and you come across it, if you keep quiet and say Nigeria must change, it will not change. It's when you go on air, say that you have witnessed this, you have witnessed this, and if anybody is in doubt, you can take them there. That's the only way to move forward. Is that okay?
It's very okay, sir.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So we should be able to. Okay. So we're talking about sustainable development goals, SDGs, and social standards. And we got to gender equality SDG 5. The next one is decent work and economic growth SDG 8. Promoting sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. Reducing inequalities, SDG 10. Reducing inequality within and among countries. These are some of the social development goals that affect our discussion, that is concerned with this our class, social standards. So perhaps you come across them, you should be able to link it and buttress your point that said that after all, it is not just the society that is talking about that, or this our society, or Benue State, or Nigeria. It is a global happening, and solutions have been provided to put an end to that and to enhance social standards. The next thing we'll look at briefly is implementation of social standards for sustainable development. We have talked about so many things, the wrongs in the society, including the adulteration, gender inequalities, and all of that. How can we right the wrong? Some of you have said that citizens should be conscious and it should be individual change. The change begins with me. And the change begins with me cannot start on its own. It cannot just come up and say change with me. Somebody must start it. Or there must be a regulation by government. Or penalties for actions and inactions. So that is what we are going to discuss now in the next few minutes about implementation of social standard for sustainable development. We have looked at the SDG 2, what the word said in respect of ensuring social standards in sustainable development. All these things needs to be looked at and see how they will be implemented. You know, Nigeria general implementation is our issue. Talk very beautifully. We discuss very beautiful ideas. We think very deeply. But when it comes to implementation, it's always a very big issue. So this social standard that we're talking about for enhancement of sustainable development, how do we implement social standards? Like you have seen, I hope you have seen the slide.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So policy and regulations. The first aspect is legislation, enacting laws that protect workers' rights, ensure non-discrimination, and promote equal opportunities. You know, we talk about ways
just secure her admission. We're pulling up that all this. Anytime we wanted her to do advanced proof, I don't remember. But time never. Actually, every time I will say I'll be placing her phone, what is she looking for money? We have to do advanced proof. Advanced proof now would have landed in skills because of this discrimination. The social science, we don't want anything outside. People go this away. I studied English. We are not related. I have a master's.
Yes, we are back.
All right, sir.
Welcome back, sir.
Yes, thank you. I guess when you are being given a form to fill an evaluation form of your study, don't forget to tell them
person. Why are you?
to write that. Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
When you are giving when you are giving an evaluation stuff to make suggestions, don't just throw it to the bush or say anything you want to say. You can see that internet connectivity is a huge setback. The organizers may be advised to provide, is it router or this small something Airtel does for at least their facilitators, so that nobody will call me through that line. But if I'm using my phone and important call comes in, whether I pick or not, the connectivity will be disrupted. And that's what we are having. It's not as if there's no stable network. The network is stable, but when calls come in, it interrupts with the network. I cannot put off the network because people are calling you. we will not be able to hear ourselves either, because the internet will be down. Once you put the phone on, what is it called? Flight mode. So that is the problem we're having. But in your suggestion or evaluation or whatever you do, you should be able to make that suggestion. Is that okay? So we're talking of policy and regulation, legislation, enacting laws that protect workers' rights. That is like the issue of labor rights, wages, and all of that. Now, ensure that there's no discrimination and promote equal opportunities. International agreements, participating in global frameworks and agreements can shape policies that will favor your country. This one is not by you, this one is done by government. Setting social standards such as International Labour Organization conventions. You go to conventions, Nigeria will pack thousands and go there. When they come back, you will not see any action. So we also talk of corporate responsibility. Excuse me. 1 minute. Sorry, I have to drink water. I've been talking since 10 o'clock, past 10.
Sorry, sir.
So, thank you. Good, thank you.
Sorry, sir.
So the other main, yes, apart from legislation, international agreement, and all of that, is corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility. That is businesses adopting ethical practices and contributing to social welfare can drive sustainable development. You know, all these companies we have in the country, left and right, Julius Berger in Abuja, Dangote, Nigeria, all companies, as companies that extract minerals and all of that. When they are coming to Nigeria for business, especially the legal one, they have what is called corporate social responsibility agreement. And because when the agreement is that certain percentage, if you do business in our country and you're a foreigner, you must do so. Some will say they will build within 5 years, they will build secondary education in that community. Some will decide to go into other activities, building boreholes, building infrastructure, even organizing community engagement, and also sponsoring people for this, what do we call now? This advocacy for things they feel they can't do. So this corporate social is done by business organization. But how many corporate, when they come, they go and buy car or buy one big, give money to the chief or this thing. It is when they are doing that, if you are close to the chief, you let him know that what they are doing is bribing you. They are taking away what they should do for the community. Well, how many leaders can stand up and say, go and use this thing to develop my community? So otherwise, one way to implement social standards and ensure that there's equity, and there is also gender sensitivity and all of that we have mentioned, is through corporate responsibility. But how many of them do that? How many are following? And there are a lot of issues. These are things you know, but you may not know how they are affecting our development. Like I keep saying, that is the essence of being in this class. Certain actions of ours, certain actions of society, certain actions of individual, how do they affect us in terms of setting standards and also ensuring that our development is sustainable? That's the only thing about this course. Everything we are discussing is just interwoven. So, but you should know these basic reasons that we are here and why we are being taught. So the second one is sustainability reporting. Companies reporting on their social and environmental impact. These companies, when they establish, especially mineral extractions, from mineral extractions and all of that, they have environmental impact. For instance, when lead is extracted, it contaminates the environment. Even you can think of our oil industry. There's a lot of environmental oil spills and all of that. Companies or investors are supposed to report on this and take action to safeguard the environment. Even in the social space, socially, people are displaced when companies come into place. Even farmers lose their, what is it called? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You want to
Can
say
hear you.
something? Okay, it's like someone was saying something. Okay, Elizabeth is muted now. So sustainability reporting means that people that are affected as a result of displacement, the issues surrounding their health, the issues surrounding their education, that is on social base, should be correctly reported. It is when they are reported that they can easily be corrected. Companies will not stay on their own and report. They will actually need someone to push them to do that. But sometimes they don't do it, or most times in Nigeria, they don't. And sustainability reporting is to foster transparency and accountability. What you agreed that you will do as a social responsibility, corporate social responsibility, you should be able to do it. Community engagement. That is the one way to implement this social standard for system. Community and participatory approaches involving communities in decision making will enhance sustainable development. It also ensures that development initiatives reflects the needs and values of the people. If, when you are doing developmental projects, you want to establish company, or government want to build, what is it called? Borehole, or give them a community facilities. It is important that the community is taken along. Otherwise, what you'll be doing to them may not be what they want. Let me give you an example. I think I read it somewhere, or it was told to me. The government wanted to fix borehole in each compound or cluster borehole for people living together. And the community actually have a dam, a big water dam where they go and fetch water. Because the government did not carry out, they said they need good water. They just bring good water. They are done. They are okay. They have been living for ages. So they brought that borehole, installation of borehole or water system in their house. You know what? The community rejected it. Why? The community is an interior community where most of them have one, maybe one wife and wife or wives with their family living together in the same room. Children of 3, 4, 5, 6 living in the same room in the morning and all of that. So most of them actually, the only time they have to catch fun as husband and wife, or they can greet each other, is when the children go to what is this called? The dam to fetch water. So but government did not look at that, but the entire community, that is the only that opportunity that the husband and wife can hide to do something. So when they came with that project, it was rejected because it will deny them opportunity to have fun with their families. If the government has studied the place and brought them look at their issues very well, they would have understand their pattern of living. There are so many of such examples that you can give. That is not every project that government brings that the people accept, even though it may be beneficial. There might be other reasons. So it is important that government use participatory approach in implementing social standards. Is that okay? Local
Yes, sir.
Yes,
empowerment. Strengthening local capacities and institutions is very important. This is self-evident to manage resources sustainably and equitably. If you have leaders, you should ensure that there are people, cooperate with them, organize seminars, and encourage them to do what is right. What are the challenges of this sustainable and social standards in sustainable development? One of the key challenges is economic inequality. Persisting economic disparity can hinder the achievement of social standards. Do you agree or disagree? I think you can agree. If people are not buoyant enough, resources, for instance, you want to fix fence and you bring what is it called? Wood, the materials, and keep there. If people are not, there are a lot of poor in that area, they will use those wood for what? Firewood. So there will be need for economic equality, isn't it? For social and environmental sustainability. There should be there's also lack of political instability. Region experiencing conflict or political instability may struggle to implement and enforce social standards.
I be the ask whether you carry am.
Other challenges.
I be ask whether you carry am because we know say.
Who is that? Ogbu Samson. Call that Ogbu and tell him to be careful. So, other challenges is technological advancement. Ogbu Samson, mute your mic, please. Technological advancements, innovations in technology can support sustainable practices, improve access to services, and enhance social inclusion. But where these technological advancements are not, like for instance, now what we are doing now, we are doing online class. We're having problems of connectivity because of poor network. That is because our technology is not enhanced. In developed countries, they have started using 5G or 6G or whatever. Well, here we are still struggling with 4G. That 4G is not even available in all places, isn't it? And global collaboration. There's always lack of global collaboration, international cooperation, and knowledge sharing can help address global challenges and promote sustainable development. So to conclude this aspect of our discussion, can say that integrated social standards into sustainable development is crucial for creating a world that is equitable, inclusive, and capable of sustainable future generations. By promoting justice, equity, and inclusivity through robust policies, corporate responsibility, community engagement, we can ensure that sustainable development efforts are comprehensive and effective. The alignment of social standards with the SDGs provides a clear framework for achieving this vision and emphasizing the need for coordinated efforts across all sectors of the society. This is a summary of what we have discussed so far in 2 lines. You have questions, comments, and response. Any, you are free to talk now. You have 4 minutes to 1, but you are free to say anything you want to say based on what you have covered. Are we there? All of you have run out
Yes,
of the
sir.
meeting.
Yes, sir. You are here.
You are still here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many do we have in the class today? We are not much today like yesterday. Are we?
Sir, complaining of network issues.
Cost rep. Hello,
Yes,
cost
sir.
rep. We have talked about network. We have talked about network issues. Eh? I didn't hear you.
Yes, sir. I am speaking on behalf
We have
of
talked about.
in the class. Some of them sent.
Yes.
They sent direct message to me that they could not join because of.
I want to have their names and where they live. I have said that if you are living somewhere like where I live that there's poor network, you have to relocate. That you are doing online does not mean that you are stagnated. You must stay in your room or your workplace. You can move, assuming you are coming to Uniagri. From wherever you are coming from with this transport, whatever, you will not spend less than 2,000 going for all your lectures on a daily basis. But you have been given opportunity to do online. Instead of spending 2,000, if you spend 500, that will take you out of where you are or your cubicle, where there's no network cannot penetrate. You can come out closer to where there is network. Mine, while I had to come to school, I'm using my laptop. And if I don't stay put in one place, I'll have problem of maybe battery of a laptop or even battery of this thing. That's why I have to come to school. And I have to be coming to school until we end our lectures or I finish my courses. So students, you can also help yourself. It's an advice. If you stay where there is no, use 1,000, use 500, use 800. Go to the nearest place that you have network. If you think you are close, come to UniAgric. There is free network. You can always be in UniAgric. So just devise by all means, ensure that you are part of our class. I'm saying this, I'm getting attendance. Like yesterday, before we finished, I saw people trooping in. And instead of 5, 6, 7 that we were interacting, we had close to 16. Counselor, what was the total attendance yesterday? Do you have an
There
idea?
were 16.
There were 16.
Yes, sir.
Where did they come from? It's when they noticed that where did they come from?
According to what my assistant, he said, perhaps most of them finished their registration, so they are just joining class. That's what he said yesterday.
So it's no longer network, it's registration. Elizabeth, can you see your defense of your class is putting you into tight corner? It's from network, it's to registration. For me, I won't take any of that as excuse. If you have registered for this course, excuse me, since you have registered for this course and you want to earn a degree, possibly for job promotion or for what is it called? Or for further studies like MSc or PhD, you should always endeavor to be in the class. It will help you a lot. Most of these things we give you, most of these things I say, I don't have them anywhere. But if I say discuss, is along this line of my examples that if you give, that I'll say you actually followed me. Some of the things I highlight. When I say discuss, what would you discuss? If you are not in the class, I gave the last set, what is it called? Exam or test. And most of them veered off because they didn't understand what I was saying. What is making that sound? Well, it's already 1 o'clock. You say?
Someone's mic is on. The microphone of somebody, so it's the wave that is making the sound, sir.
Okay. However, I enjoyed your class. I liked the active participation. Like I said, please keep it up. We are learning. It's a learning process, but I can assure you that whatever you need as it relates to this 703, based on the course outline, I will be able to guide you effectively. When you leave here, you should be able to discuss some of these things that we have discussed. And like I said, please don't tense yourself when you come here, speak freely. And I like those of you that will be speaking, some of you that come and just keep quiet till the end of the lecture. I don't encourage that. Do that, it will make the class lively. You know, when you are contributing, me too, I have opportunity to give you life stories that will help you in this course. Not just in this course, in life. I used to discuss a lot with my students, share my experience, share other people's experience that will help you guys develop your time, develop yourself. The issue is this network. By the time I lost 30 minutes before I start, and then by the time somebody is talking, the network is cutting or they are calling me, I don't have much time again. That's why you see me, I've not started giving you people gist. I'll give you plenty gist. And you enjoy the gist because the gist will make you relax, feel at home, not like a professor is talking to you. So you must be attentive or this. It shouldn't be jittery, not just for my course. Really, when you are in a relaxed atmosphere, that you can learn most. And I guarantee you throughout my class, except some of you that don't like muting and hearing, I know you are all trying to learn how to get used to this online stuff. If it were face-to-face, you can even hide, put your mouth on the ground and talk, especially ladies. An answer call, nobody will hear them, except when it is a man and you say, hello. Well, everybody will say, who is answering call in the class? So for ladies, it's not like their voice is very faint. They can be close to you and be talking, you don't hear them. It's difficult for man to talk like that. I tried it one time, it didn't work. So that's why I'm telling you guys. But nonetheless, thank you so much. You have other things to do, I guess. That is why you want it one. Tomorrow again, we are meeting. And from tomorrow, I'll be a bit faster so that we can finish this thing and face other things. Like I told you in previous classes, I'll just fix time. I'll come tomorrow. Like, it's every week, like 12 weeks. Okay, if we are 2, the 6 weeks. So I'll just use 2 or 3 weeks. I'll finish my lecture. So this one is not going to be different. We are supposed to be 2. Dr. Lola is supposed to take a second component, but since it's not here, I'll see how we can finish this component this week and possibly touch that aspect. If we can't touch it, we organize one day and run through it. Don't have any cause to worry. It's all this, their attendance, wherever that is making us to stay like this. Because if you finish it one day, they will tell you that because it's not supposed to be finished one day, and the attendance we know should at least be up to 4, 5, 6, or 7. We write reports at the end of this thing. So that's why we are taking our time. But never mind, you find a way to reduce it so that you can have time to do some other things. On this note, I thank you so much for coming and for always being in the class before me. I got some message in WhatsApp. I didn't read it very well. But all I can say is that when you are trying to ask questions or you are not sure what is happening, please be polite. Your lecturers are not your mates, even though we are not seeing physically, or you don't mean to say what you want to say. When you write, edit it and be sure. What is happening to this lecturer? It is not a good way of talking. It is not a good approach. It's not formal. Talk formally and address your teachers with respect. Even if I stay 1 hour, I don't come, or I decide to delay you and you wish to sir, could you just round up? You need to tell me that, sir, round up. If you tell me, sir, round up, we are tired, I won't take it from you. That's the shit. Take it from anybody. You have to be respectful. Because if I see comments that makes me angry, I have a way to make you angry too. So it's to all of you that want to make comment, either you are online and your point is valid. I hope our lecturer, or I hope, sir, is fine. We have been here for 15 minutes. He's not here yet. Course rep, have you spoken with the course lecturer? We have been on, he's not on ground. Is the lecturer fine? So use polite, good words. That's why you are here. We are here to teach you morally and academically. So if you don't do the right things, some of you, you don't mean it, it's English wahala. But if you know that I have English wahala, just keep quiet until or call your course rep to, like she nicely posted to me. As we have been in the class, and then she posted the link. She thought I didn't have the link. That is a nice way from course rep of addressing senior colleagues or your lecturers. We treat you as adults, but at the same time, they say respect is reciprocal. Try to give us some respect. Is that okay? I don't like the way some of you write. You write very carelessly, as if you are talking to your mate. Me, your mate, you can't talk like that. So try and be light, not just your lecturers, as it's our tradition to your elders. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you and have a lovely day ahead. In the absence of any question.
Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
Just wave me. Just wave me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your coming. So see you tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Bye,
Hello,
sir. Have a
sir.
nice day, sir.
Hello, sir.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, yes.
Sir, can you
Somebody
hear me,
wants to
sir?
say something?
Yes, sir. I said
Yes, I
concerning
can hear you.
the write-up, sometimes it can be typical error, sir. Forgive us, sir. It can be typical error. Hello, sir.
No problem.
That's
No
why he
problem.
made
I'm not.
emphasis that
Yes,
when
I'm
you
with
write
you.
a deed.
Okay. Sorry, sir.
Yes,
Sorry, sir.
write a deed,
Thank you,
and
sir.
if you don't know how to write politely, meet your course rep and talk to her.
Okay,
You
sir.
can tell her anything, but not your lecture.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
offended
Thank you, sir.
anyway. Just say
Thank you, sir.
so that we don't offend ourselves. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir.
All right. Thank
We
you.
love
You
you,
Thank you.
sir.
can
Thank
leave
you.
now.
Bye-bye. Yeah,
Bye,
same
sir.
from here to all of you.
Sir, we appreciate you, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, Elizabeth Obonga. The cost rep, voila. Can you face it? That we talk for another day.
Good day, sir. Have a nice day.
All the best, eh?
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you. Well done. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for your time. I believe we all flow.
And what
with
happened?
this
This is one
timing.
open.
The reason why we have a different WhatsApp account is because of such. Whatever you want to say it on the main platform. Let us discuss on our own platform. Direct them to me. I will handle it. I have most of these lecturers' contacts, and I can as well talk to them on your behalf. So please, let us talk more on our WhatsApp group than the main WhatsApp group. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Basiru, so you're that far.